Hi, Andy.
Hey.
Oh my God, I'm geeking out right now. I'm a big fan of your music, big fan of your show Upload, just a big fan of yours in general. I'm totally fangirling right now. How are
Thank
you?
you, Rama. Thank you. I'm doing great. Good
Let
to
me
see
start by asking you this fun question, Andy. Which one do you enjoy doing more, singing slash making music or acting?
you. Ooh. Oh, do I have to choose? Um, you know, I think they fulfill different aspects of my creativity. Music is really personal for me. I get to write these songs, tell my stories in that way. Whereas with acting, I'm embodying these different characters, and I get to do so many different things. Like I'm, uploading a character, fighting fires, or investigating fires, and now I'm. I'm getting taken over and I'm an assassin. So I think with acting, there's a certain challenge and excitingness to it, that I really love, that I get to just play in.
That 10,000 Day song was particularly my favorite because I too had a Power Ranger backpack when I was a kid.
Me
But
too.
yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, let's talk about your new movie, Assassin. Congratulations on that, by the way. Assassin arriving on digital in theaters and on demand March 31. As I understand it, Andy, that this is Jesse Atlas's feature directorial debut.
Yes.
Now, what was it about Jesse that made you trust that even though you're working with a first-time director, that Jesse is the kind of guy who can carry this project all the way through?
Well, you know what? They had done a short film version of this before they did the feature.
Mm.
So first getting to read the script and seeing the short, it gives you that confidence. And lastly, like talking to him was, that's how when you're on the phone with someone and or doing a Zoom, and really getting to meet them. How do they work? What are their ideas? And you can kind of get a sense of someone. And he instantly, I was like, okay, you're fam. Like we're gonna get along just fine. And because he also wrote it, it's like he knew these characters in and out, which is just an added element, when you're on set, helps to be like, all right, am I missing something here? Is there a background in the character that could be really helpful? And one of the things that he really did is just nurture us and really support us, because it was a tight schedule. Like we shot this very, very fast,
Mm.
and he was able to take care of everything while also checking in, being like, hey, what do you need? And even in moments of like, am I as a director missing something? Like, and he allowed that space, which was really cool.
Now you play the character named Molly, who is one of the many bodies that Nomzamo's character Alexa inhabits to carry out covert missions. So, what kind of conversations did you and Nomzamo kind of had to make sure that your characters are of the same mind? In other words, what was your process of embodying Molly, who essentially had somebody else steering her wheels?
Well, I think their conversations between Namzamo and I, but also with Jesse as well, were okay. Molly has her mannerisms, but so does Alexa. And what happens when your body is being taken over? Well, you don't lose yourself completely. You're still you, but it's you with like just like a little tweak, and a different aspect of yourself. So that was really fun, and I got to talk to Namzamo and also get to watch her a little bit, so I could pick up, all right, here's something that you did that was really cool, I'm gonna, that's a slight tick, um and mannerism I can pull from, to say here's the switch, and that was fun to play with, of like, when is she Molly, when is she Alexa, and like, and really, and messing with the audience a little bit with that.
You did so well on it. Just like you, Molly is also an artist, granted art painting artist. Do you, Andy, dabble a little bit on painting as probably as a hobby, perhaps? Did you have to take a class to seem convincing as Molly stroking that brush across the canvas?
I used to sketch. I still do once in a while, and I actually used to do watercolor painting as a kid.
Ooh.
So it wasn't a huge stretch. I think being an artist, it was easy for me to kind of put that on and of being like, oh yeah, this is. It's like I should. I remember in that scene just being like, I should do this more. This is this is really fun. I really um so that and there's always those moments I think with each character you find a piece of yourself within them and they remind you about something within yourself and so that part of it was very cool.
I love that even though you have this intense action scene with Dominic and Nomzamo at the end, but for much of the part, you have hefty, lengthy dialogues. It's as if you're trying to dismantle the villain Adrian psychologically as opposed to physically. Did this role flex your dramatic muscles much further than you're usually used to? And how was that experience for you as an actor?
Oh yeah, I mean I think because I, I mean, with Upload, that's more of a comedic side and carrying the heart of the show in a different way. Um, and I haven't quite exercised that dramatic side. So, and even the action side. So, doing this project and what attracted me to it was
Mm.
my ability to, okay, how do I play in an action thriller where I am, using my words, but I'm being more calculating. And I get to be a bit of a badass. Like, ooh, this is fun. I like this. So I'm hoping to do more stuff like this.
I'm curious, going from Upload to now Assassin, what is it about science fiction genre that fascinates you so much, Andy?
Well, I grew up playing like video games. I feel like I I don't know. I mean, I've been surrounded by technology since I was a kid. So I think for me, I love how um, it's changed our world and even stuff in Upload, seeing some of it come true, and you're like, whoa, this is wild. I'm fascinated by it. I'm grateful for it because we get to connect in a way that normally we wouldn't,
Mhm.
so it's pretty amazing. And just growing up as a kid, just being sucked into a world, especially in video games, where you're like, wow, what is this whole world that exists that I can just access like this? This is nuts. So that's probably where it all began.
Fair enough. That's good. Now, this movie, Assassin, officially marks Bruce Willis's final movie. Now he has retired from acting due to health conditions. We, the fans, of course, wish him a long and prosperous life. Even though you had just one scene with him, can you talk a bit? You are one of the lucky ones to have gotten to work with him in this final movie of his. Can you share a few words what it was like to be in the same room with and working alongside Hollywood legend Bruce Willis?
I mean, you said it, like literally legend, right? Like
Yeah.
it's a moment that you only dream of as an actor, to be in the same room as like the guy who basically invented action flicks. like like this is his genre. Like he owns it. It's his.
Mhm.
Um and such an honor. Like when he walked into the room, it's I I hope one day to carry that much like bravado where you can walk into the room and it just like stillness. He commands like such stillness and intensity, but it's so subtle. It's never like overpowering. Like I learned so much from my very tiny scene with him. I was telling Namzamo later, I was like, I'm so jealous. Why did you get all these scenes? I'm like texting Jesse, write more, please. Can I get more scenes? And
Totally understandable.
right. But I mean, I'm grateful that I even had a moment to work with such an icon and be part of his legacy.
Awesome. Of course, I can't let you go, Andy, without asking you about Upload Season 3. I love this show so much. Have you guys started filming Season 3? Have you guys finished filming Season 3? When Season 3 is going to premiere? Tell me the update.
Well, we finished filming season 3 last year, end of
Yes.
last year, November. So that's in the can. It's getting edited. I just did some voiceover. It looks amazing. It's next level. So prepare yourself. And hopefully they're done editing sometime this year. Fingers crossed, because I can't wait for you guys to see it. And I'm just as anxious as you are. So, and I'm ready.
We, the fans, are so happy that Nathan and Nora are finally together in the actual physical world. But I know you can't spill spoilers, but bird's eye view tease, if you can give us, what can we anticipate plot wise in season 3? Are the lovebirds gonna run into some problem? Is their newfound happiness gonna be cut short? What are you allowed to tell us?
I mean, I think with this show, you never know what to expect. So I would say expect the unexpected. Prepare to be surprised. And I'm trying to think of what I could share that what else. And it's going to be an adventure seeing these two lovebirds exist in the real world, and there will be a lot of drama.
Final
But
question. It's been a while since your previous album. Are you planning to work on a next one, a new one? What's happening there as a musician?
yeah, I'm actually I finished recording an album last year.
Oh,
So
cool.
that's also in the can and it's being mixed right now. And so it's I think it's some of my best work, honestly. And if I didn't make another album after this, I'd be happy. I feel that confident about it because it's reminiscent to like my first work. Um and also an exploration of my African roots.
Mm.
And it's just fun. It's so I can't wait for people to hear that either. So lots of great things. No complaints, and so far this has been a great week with especially Assassin coming out. So like let's keep going.
I'm happy for you. Now, for my fans at home, everybody go check out Assassin, arriving in theaters and on demand and on digital March 31. Andy, thank you for talking to me and congratulations.
Thanks so much, Rama.